Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever considered bringing a coonhound into your life? These dogs are a bundle of energy, affection, and adventure, but they also come with their fair share of challenges. Let's dive into the pros and cons of owning a coonhound, because, as we all know, every great decision requires a healthy dose of skepticism and humor. Pros of owning a coonhound: loyal companions. Coonhounds are known for their loyalty. Once they bond with you, they become your shadow, always eager to join you on adventures or simply lounge around the house. They're like the ultimate couch buddies, except they might just try to steal the couch. Affectionate nature. These dogs are incredibly affectionate. They love cuddles and will often seek out physical contact, sometimes to the point where you might need to establish personal space boundaries. But who can resist those big, sad eyes and floppy ears? Intelligence and trainability. Coonhounds are intelligent, which makes them trainable, but their independent nature can make them stubborn at times. Consistency and patience are key when teaching them new tricks. Social butterflies. Despite their hunting instincts, coonhounds are generally friendly with people and other dogs. They're social animals that thrive in environments where they can interact with their pack. Low grooming needs. One of the best things about coonhounds is their low-maintenance grooming. They have short coats that require minimal upkeep, perfect for busy owners who don't want to spend hours at the salon. Cons of owning a coonhound: high energy levels. Coonhounds are high-energy dogs that need lots of exercise. If you're not an active person, be prepared for a life of constant motion or risk dealing with destructive behavior. Vocal nature. These dogs are loud. They howl, bark, and bay, which can be music to your ears if you're a fan of primal melodies, but not so much for your neighbors. Strong prey drive. Coonhounds have a strong instinct to chase small animals, which can be challenging if you have other pets in the house. They need careful supervision and training to manage this instinct. Training challenges. While intelligent, coonhounds can be stubborn and difficult to train. They require consistent training and a firm but gentle hand. Space requirements. Coonhounds need space to roam. They're not suited for small apartments or homes without yards. If you live in a cozy studio, you might want to reconsider bringing a coonhound into your life. The verdict: is a coonhound right for you? So, should you bring a coonhound into your life? Well, it depends on who you are and what you're looking for. If you're an active family who loves the outdoors and doesn't mind a bit of chaos, a coonhound could be the perfect addition. They'll join you on hikes, play fetch in the backyard, and snuggle up by the fireplace at night. However, if you're a city dweller with a quiet lifestyle, you might want to think twice. Coonhounds are loud, energetic, and require a lot of attention. They're not for the faint of heart. The coonhound experience. Imagine waking up every morning to the sound of howling. It's not just a noise. It's a symphony, a call to adventure that says, today is a new day, and we're going to make the most of it. But, of course, this symphony might not be appreciated by everyone, especially your neighbors. Coonhounds are also incredibly loving. They'll follow you everywhere, often to the point where you might feel like you're being stalked by a furry shadow. But it's a good kind of stalking, more like being adored by a loyal fan. The training conundrum. Training a coonhound is an adventure in itself. They're intelligent, but their independent nature means they can be stubborn at times. It's like trying to negotiate with a teenager. You need to be patient, consistent, and sometimes creative. One of the best ways to train a coonhound is through positive reinforcement. Use treats, praise, and affection to motivate them. But remember, once they catch a scent, all bets are off. You might as well try to stop a runaway train. The social scene. Coonhounds are social animals that thrive in environments where they can interact with their pack. They're friendly with people and other dogs, making them great additions to families with children. However, their strong prey drive means they might not be the best fit for homes with small pets. Conclusion: the coonhound paradox. In essence, the coonhound is a paradox, a domesticated animal with a wild heart, a loyal companion with an independent spirit. They remind us that even in our most civilized moments, there's still a bit of the wild in us all. So, if you're thinking of bringing a coonhound into your life, be prepared for an adventure. Be prepared for the howling, the hunting, and the unconditional love. Because once you've experienced the joy of a coonhound, you'll never look at dogs the same way again. And who knows, you might just find yourself howling along with them, under the moonlight, feeling the wild call of the forest deep within your soul.